going fishing all of the time. Baby going fishing too. Bet your life, your sweet wife catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too.
As you probably know, London is making a serious bid to host the 2012 Olympics, and I think it's a good idea. Mike thinks it's a good idea, but it's not going to happen, okay? Just forget it. It is never, ever going to happen. Why? Because Brits are used to a steady diet of disappointment. They're going to fuck it up. This, of course, is the reason why they should host the Olympics.
Yeah?
Because everyone expects them to fuck it up. So what do they do?
That's true, you know. They're disappointed in everything. That's why they're the only country in the world that say surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Only the Brits are surprised at good. They're waiting for shit to happen every day, running around with their shit helmets on. Bring on the shit. I want shit. Then one day, oh, this is surprisingly good. And if it's surprisingly good for too long, it becomes frightfully good. Strange creatures. Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. Utterly fascinating.
Well, that was surprisingly funny, Mike. A lot of viewers have been writing in this week asking to see a replay of that fantastic, absolutely stunning cast that you made last week, Mike. Textbook example in what to do and what not to do when you're distance casting. Let's watch it in slow motion, shall we? The Mike's back cast, it's absolutely perfect here. He's got a very relaxed but a firm grip. That's important. He makes a complete stop. Now he's coming forward. He's got the elbow leaning. Great range of motion here. He snaps the wrist and the thumb simultaneously. This is where he needs just a little bit of work, though. Grip just a little too relaxed. The impact of the rod and the reel itself is probably going to frighten most of the fish within a 500-yard radius. Thanks, Mike. That was invaluable.
Fuck you, okay? I got sweaty palms. It's a condition.
All right, just relax. You don't have to get upset. We're just out here to fish. We're just out here to relax. Sorry.
It's not about relaxing, okay? This is a sport. Fishing is a sport.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's not an activity, it's a sport.
How so?
Well, think about it, really.
Yeah.
You know, regular sports, you compete with humans, other humans. You know how they're going to act. You know how they're going to react. You can make eye contact with them. You know, this is a whole different species. They're all underwater. These are water breathers, Rich. We're air breathers. They're water breathers. This is intense competition, okay? This is where the average fisherman sportsman needs cat-like reflexes, stamina, physical prowess, and the power of mind over matter. So if that's not a sport, then I don't know what is. End of discussion.
Oh, yeah? Well, watch me prove you wrong.
Hey, Mike, guess where I am now? The Yellowstone River in Montana. One of the great fishing capitals of the world. So if anyone could answer an argument about whether fishing is a sport or a hobby, I reckon it's the people around here.
Can kind of go either way on that one, really. I mean, I like to think it's a hobby because you just do it when you want to do it. And in a sport, it's like you got to do it at a certain time. And in sports, you get to hurt people. And fishing, you don't get to hurt people, but fish get tore up pretty good sometimes.
Bass fishing, you got to get your finder. You got to go find them. I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
So, you would nominate bass fishing for the Olympics?
Bass fishing, yeah, I would.
Olympic event?
Yeah, I would.
You sexy, gorgeous, gingham-clad woman, let me ask you a question. You fish?
Yeah?
Fishing. Should it be in the Olympics?
No.
Why?
Let me see. Why would I say that?
Take it down.
Fishing's a friggin' hobby, and Mike Wilmot is dead wrong.
It's always been a hobby.
Yes.
Not a sport.
No, sports.
Hell no.
What sport? Sports basketball. How many black people fish? Well, I guess you go down to Louisiana, there's a lot of them. I stand corrected.
No, it shouldn't be Olympics. It's not an Olympic sport. I mean, there's already too many stupid sports in the Olympics.
Like what?
Biathlon. In the Winter Olympics, United States never even won the cardboard medal in that sport. You ski and you shoot. Oh, what practical use is that? It's stupid. Now, if they had the car-athlon, where you drove around in a car and shot things, I bet Americans would take all the medals in that. That'd be a good sport.
So Mike Wilmot's right?
Oh, yeah, I'd say he's right.
He's Canadian.
Oh, yeah. I know he is.
You do?
Yeah,
You know who Mike Wilmot is?
I've heard of him.
Wow.
Don't that dude fish professionally?
He doesn't fish professionally.
On the bass circuit?
No, he's not on the bass. That's a different Mike Wilmot.
Okay.
They have the walking race. And that's a bunch of crap, too, okay? And that's like so some fat guy can sit on the couch and watch the Olympics eating and thinking, 4 years I can be in that.
I guess I just don't think of fishing as a competitive sport. I think of it more as a relaxation type family thing to do.
So it's definitely not a sport.
Well,
Mike Wilmot, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Because you're Canadian.
Exactly.
Okay, this is a sport. Fishing is a sport.
Okay, so if it's a sport, how come it's not in the Olympics?
Well, that's easy. The East Germans would find a way to cheat at it.
What East Germans?
East
No
Germans.
East Germany.
There is an East Germany. It's opposite the West, not the communist East Germany. The East Germans that are renowned for cheating. Those guys. Using sausage and stuff. That's what they use.
East Germans are cheaters.
There always have been. Always will be. Send a letter. I don't give a shit.
So if Britain hosted the Olympics, they're very practical people.
Yeah?
You see, and they don't have a real hardcore competitive spirit. So they wouldn't have to compete in most of the events. You just sit at a bar and talk about it. How far do you think you would have thrown the javelin had you actually bothered to throw it? Oh, really? That's a good enough distance. Here's a gold medal. And it's also the practicality, you see. They just get rid of a lot of events because they make no sense. The hammer throw. Who throws a hammer? Most of the Brit builders I've seen, they don't even pick up a hammer, much less throw it.
I'd like to use an Olympic hammer as an actual hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, now you hold the nail, and I spin around, see if I can drive it into a board.
Right.
That's a sport.
That would be a sport. Pole vaulting. Utterly useless event. You know what I mean?
Pole vaulting?
What do you do in pole vaulting? You throw yourself over a bar with a 15-foot pole and you land in some pillows. Where in your life would you actually ever use that skill again? Even if you're the greatest pole vaulter in the world, if you've got a gold medal in it, when will you get to use that expertise?
Well,
What's that, Timmy? Your ball's on the roof?
There.
I'll just go get this 15-foot pole and hurl myself over this. Oh, you got a ladder. Oh.
You know, Rich, when a country hosts the Olympics, they get to try out demonstrator sports.
Yeah.
You know, sports that are indigenous to that region or to that country.
Yeah, like Canada had curling, right?
Yeah, we had curling, and we went for ballroom dancing.
Ballroom dancing?
Ballroom dancing, that's right.
Ballroom dancing is a sport?
I think it would be neat to see a demonstrator sport that was totally British, you know, that only the Brits do, something the Brits excel at.
Or maybe a number of them.
Maybe a number of them, eh? Something just in case they do get the Olympics in 2012.
So here they are, folks. So events you could see in the 2012 Olympics if London hosted it.
For instance, the pure British sport of running from bad theater. Obviously a freestyle event.
Don't forget, synchronized drowning. Or combined sports.
Like shot put basketball. And of course, the great British tradition of trying to jump into a pool without getting your beer and cigarette wet.
All right, Rich.
Yeah?
All right.
What?
In response to your argument that fishing isn't a sport,
Yeah?
I'd like to draw your attention to Trout Fisherman Magazine.
Right.
Right here. Right around the middle. Okay? Here we go. the country's biggest events and open matches. Viaduct Winter League, final round. The final league was won by the Crack
Who taught you to
Thatchers
read?
2000 squad.
The
I'm
hell is wrong with
emphasizing
you?
the sport terminology. Individually,
Yeah.
Bristol self-employed roofing contractor Bella Bakos.
Bella Bakos?
Bella
I hired that guy.
What, to fish?
No, to fix my roof.
Oh. But
He's
that
a
doesn't, you
shyster.
can be semi-professional and still be a
Well, he's a
sportsman.
semi-professional roofer, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, okay.
Bella
And he's
Bakos.
a full-out fisherman, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. Bella Bakos.
He beat runner-up, a thing you do in sports when you beat a runner-up. Eh? Fran O'Peavy off peg 117, who finished closely behind at 68, 4, and 3.
68, 4, and 3.
68, 4.
What does that mean?
That's sporting numbers.
What does it mean?
68 catches, 4 no catches, and 3 errors.
Errors.
Draws. Penalties. I don't know. The point is, with all the terms, it's a sport. It's got to be a sport. That proves my point. Fishing is a sport.
You know, Britain could revolutionize the Olympics if they hosted it.
How?
Well, you know, they could change some things. No one can sing a national anthem. They never make sense. You know, if you're a gold medalist, you should get to play your favorite song. I could hear Eye of the Tiger at least 12, 14 times. Some of these countries, they're so newly formed they don't even have national anthems. You know, in Sydney, one country won a gold medal. They had to play the Bare Necessities from the Jungle Book. Anyway, what do you think the chances are of Britain getting the Olympics?
I think they're neck to neck with Paris right now.
Oh, really?
That's what I've been told to say.
Well, I'll see you back in the boat. You know, when the Eiffel brothers built this tower all the way back in 1981, they probably never dreamed that someday there would be beach volleyball competition. But that is exactly what's going to happen at the base of the Eiffel Tower when Paris hosts the 2012 International Olympics. Now, Paris has proven in the past that it's a wonderful host for these sort of events. In 1998, it held the World Cup, and though they finished last in that competition, absolutely, yes, yes, yes. One of the stars of the volleyball competition is this woman.
You know, Rich, the great thing about Hackney is every site's a potential Olympic site. I mean, just look around me. Some of the facilities are already in place. All you have to do is use your imagination. Really use your imagination.
If it's in Paris, the Village Olympic should be around here because it's the last space in Paris free. The result should be at the end of this month?
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Do you know if it's Paris?
It's Paris, but they're neck to neck with Hackney for the bid. Hackney, London.
London, yeah.
Do you want to talk to us about the Olympics coming up? No. One day.
This is where the rowing events will be. Keep your eye on that back, because that's what the other rowers are going to see in 2012.
You know, Rich, in Paris they're going to have to spend millions, huh? Just for diving facilities. Here in Hackney, we're already set up. Just add water. Rowing. Kayaking. Physiotherapy facilities.
The Stade de France, a giant architectural clam ready to swallow up thousands and spit out entertainment and supreme athleticism. It's ready to go. You don't have to do a thing. Find the guy with the keys.
You know, I can't help but feel when I look out over the rooftops of Hackney's future Olympic Village, and I know this town has its problems with drug addiction, crime, homelessness, the highest rate of mental illness in Britain. But doesn't that make this a special part of town? And like any Special Olympics, I think it's important we all realize that everyone's a winner. Everyone in Hackney gets gold on this one.
All right. As a sportsman, Mike, I want to show you some products here that you would not be allowed to use were you actually competing in the Olympics.
Oh, like
Because
banned products here?
These are banned products, even though supposedly they enhance your performance. I don't understand how they... Dextrose powder. How is that a performance-enhancing drug? Mouthwash. Nasal spray. Cough syrup. Children's cough syrup. Vicks inhaler. This is banned.
Vicks inhaler?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't do anything. That's ridiculous.
You would be breaking a rule if you did this.
If it improves fishing, I'm desperate to catch a fish. If this will help.
It's performance enhancing. What does it do?
I just feel very open. Very open.
Face is getting really red.
It's not getting red. It's the sun. You know, maybe I can smell fish better. It's just a nasal spray.
Cough syrup?
Cough syrup. Now that's where I can see a problem with fishing, because you fish better when you're relaxed. And I believe cough syrup does contain relaxers.
This. It's just cough syrup.
Let's give it a shot. It's kids' cough syrup. You'd have to do a lot of this.
That's enough.
Hold on.
Whoa!
I used to love this as a kid. Just a little more. See that? Whoa. A lot of it's coming up from the bottom. Now, the lung butter. A little mouthwash. That's got to... I don't know how mouthwash...
I wouldn't mix mouthwash and cough syrup.
Well, I know. I just want to get the taste of cough syrup out of my mouth. Oh, you're supposed to spit it out. What's this one do? What's this one?
I think this is... Here,
you just keep looking at that one.
I don't know what it does, but it's for adults and children over 6.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm ready to fish.
It's Vicks. That's Vicks liquid, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here. Let me get the top off for you.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's childproof.
Good. Lay back for a bit.
There you go. Oh, it's an inhaler.
It's an inhaler as well. No, this is... I'm ready to... I can see how they might have a... What was the point?
The point is that all of these are performance-enhancing drugs.
I'm enhanced. I can feel that. I can fish.
So they should be banned.
No, Christ, no. No. God, no. No, encouraged.
Yeah,
I think they should be...
Give me that.
No,
give me that.
Fuck off. I'm fine. I have a sore throat.
It's not throat medicine. It's cough medicine.
Well, I'm coughing then. That's an...
You want a pillow?
I just said be nice.
You all right?
Look at the pattern on that, eh? Pretty busy wizzy.
Yeah.
You know, thanks, Mom. That's wonderful. That's okay. Fishing's all about relaxing, right? And that's what I want to do. Because when the fish know I'm relaxed, they become them themselves relaxed. I love this part of Canada.
Scotland.
What?
In Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that part of Canada, Scotland. Hey, you're my uncle. Hey, you're supposed to respect me. We're family. So there's always that one tough kid in school. Yeah. Always tease fatty big face. Come on over here, fatty big face.
What a great place to rest your bones, and mighty fine for skipping stones. You feel fresh as a lemonade, setting in the shade. Whether it's hot, whether it's cool.
I'm tired of misleading these guests that we're interested in what they're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
When Anita gets in the boat, let's just shoot her.
Aren't we going to get like one of those sample baskets?
What, you like the Body Shop?
Oh, yeah, you got the pineapple foot scrub.
What is wrong with you?
Face
you been
scrub?
brainwashed?
What do you mean brainwashed? It makes
Anita Roddick is some kind of environmental carpetbagger, all right? She's just raping the planet of all its essential herbs and essences and lotions. There's some plants and vegetables that weren't meant to be rubbed on your body.
Why are you so grumpy? Why don't you have like a nice cucumber mask? That'll make you feel better.
No, it won't. There's some things in a cucumber that weren't meant to be rubbed on you.
You
You
think?
know, why don't you just go down to the vegetable stand and smash your face into some cucumbers? It's cheaper.
Why don't you go to the thing and smash your face?
This is Anita Roddick. Mike? Anita?
You look like a mafia.
Now, hang on.
Now, you're going to have to hold my hand.
I'd love to hold your hand. Here you go. Take it easy.
Whoa.
Careful. Take a seat.
Yeah.
There you go. Now reach behind you and unhook that rope. Not to beat around the bush or anything, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to that cove over there,
Where?
and Mike is going to shoot you in the head.
So this is my last few minutes on Earth, is it?
It is.
Okay.
Now,
It's not really fair. You didn't tell me about this. I put on a nice dress. What a waste. Don't splatter it with blood.
no,
a nice dress.
No, Mike's very,
Okay.
he's very discreet about that sort of thing.
Now?
Patience, Mike, patience. But you've built quite an empire for yourself.
Have I got an empire? It's lots of stores, often run by mum and dad and kids.
Yeah.
It's a good experiment, and how you can run a business and, fight for human rights.
Yeah.
You actually look like a homeless person.
Thank you.
You look very sunburnt.
That's
You
'cause I've
look
been out
as
in the
if
sun.
you're suffering from alcoholism.
The hell do you mean I look like an alcoholic?
You're very ruddy.
Well, that doesn't mean I'm an alcoholic.
No,
It means
but-
I've been out in the sun.
But you have that detachment. Do you drink a lot?
No.
That's good.
How about now?
No, Mike. But what are you going to do?
What, when I live?
What are you going to do with your life now? You've had this near-death
Become more
experience.
radical, fight for things I care passionately about, and continue and be more effective.
Are you religious?
Lapsed Catholic. So where I'm in absolute awe of are the liberation theologists, guys who work, die for the poor, like in El Salvador and Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Whereas some like the Roman Church is sitting there with these. I mean, they should give back the gold to South America. One thing.
To who?
To the Indians they stole it from.
Have you thought this through, Anita? The Aztecs are gone. Well, that means they're not going to get it. Someone else is going to get it.
Gold is transferable. It's an exchange mechanism. But I think that's a noble gesture.
Or at least a gift box. One of those great body shop gift boxes.
We get bloody millions of those then. Are you married?
I'm not married, no.
Do you have a relationship? Living with somebody?
No,
Are you too shy?
No, it's because of my sunburn. At least that's what they say. I think it might be my alcoholism, but they
Do you like to talk about penises?
I'd rather talk about them than...
Right. There's some good stories.
Why, do you have a new product here?
Okay, in Kathmandu, there's sadhus that live where they cremate the dead. And they rub themselves, their whole bodies, with the ashes of the cremated.
Yeah.
And when I was recording them, one of these guys called Pagla Baba, he took his loincloth off, and he laid 8 bricks in his loincloth, and then he did up the loincloth like a little Red Riding Hood thing. And then he took his willy and he sort of hit it to engorge it.
Yeah.
Then he squatted and shoved his willy through a knot, and he held his willy and lifted up these 8 bricks. I think that was impressive.
Disgusting.
Only 8 bricks, eh?
He has been known to pull a truck.
And what would be your last radical act on this
What
planet?
would be my last radical act? I think controlling my funeral.
Yeah?
Really controlling it. Are we here now?
We're here.
Oh, crikey. Shit!
No, I think we were doing her a favor. Probably a lot of underwater plants that she can, squeeze the extracts from.
river, kingfish in the deep blue sea.
I wonder if Britain would have 24-hour coverage of the Olympics, like they had in America. Disaster. 24-hour coverage, but there weren't 24 hours of events, so they were just throwing in what they called Australian content. Anything to fill up the airwaves, right? Yeah. There was a 1.5-hour documentary on Gallipoli.
Gallipoli?
It's got nothing to do with the Olympics. And this very unwieldy transition where the announcer came on and said, and this is why every Anzac Day, thousands of Kiwis and Aussies gather to commemorate the brave young soldiers who died in a withering volley of fire on the beach of Turkey. Speaking of volley on the beach, let's go to Bondi now. Bob, you there?
Jeez.
Yeah. But whoever gets the Olympics, you know, it'll be exciting. You could feel it. I felt it in Paris. They were so excited. Everyone I talked to. Olympic de 2012, yeah? Yeah. Fantastic. How are you? No, stay. Olympics. Olympics. Oh. Bonjour, sexy ladies. Say, if you're still alive by 2012, will you enjoy the Olympics? Good. You ain't the greatest story ever told, but I'd always set my sights on bringing home the gold. But she won't let me past her porch, so girl, I'm giving you the torch. Congratulations. I'm giving you a silver medal. You ain't no prize, but girl, I'd settle for what's in your eyes. And though your face won't take first place, runner-up is no disgrace. So I'm giving you a silver medal. And no one ever said you were a stunner. Still, that guy that beat you with the ugly stick isn't all that bad a drummer. You got your faults and I got mine. Let's stumble towards some finish line and congratulations. I'm giving you a silver medal. Well, you don't quite light my fire, but you kinda steam my kettle. And if my heart's unraveling, you can stick it with a javelin, 'cause I'm giving you a silver medal. I'm giving you a silver medal. Tell you the thing about sport, it's the last great reality show, because you don't really ever know what's going to happen. There's that old saying, doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game. That's a load of horse shit. It's winning, and that's all there is. You know, when Jesus was crucified, there were two other guys behind him. Remember their names? No, you don't. People only remember the guy in front.